Run. Okay, late night from Willowdale. Very short video. I just wanted to do a video. Clea and I just watched President Trump's speech on Jerusalem. And there was, of course, talking about Israel, Palestine. There it is, an old map of Palestine.
When was that?
That was way before the State of Israel was created. That's an old
pre-1948.
Yeah, pre-1948. So Trump says that the U.S. is going to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and eventually move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. This has created a lot of outrage around the world, particularly in the Middle East. It's clearly it's stupid and provocative, unneeded. Trump is clearly doing it to satisfy, as everyone has mentioned, his ever-shrinking base. And Trump wants to be seen as decisive and all of that. So, but yes, it was clearly stupid and provocative, and it's not gonna help. But saying this, a paradigm shift is needed in thinking when it comes to the Israel-Palestine conflict. A two-state solution is dead in the water. It isn't going to happen. Everyone pays lip service to it, and it's not going to happen. There are too many Israeli facts on the ground in the West Bank. Chances of a contiguous Palestinian state, well, they're slim at best. Palestinians don't have a lot of support. They don't even have a lot of support in the Arab world. Saudi Arabia is moving closer and closer to Israel. The Americans really don't care. And let's put a lie to the fact that the Americans, like the New York Times today had an editorial does Mr. Trump want Mideast peace? And they're going on about how this is going to hurt the U.S.'s chance of being an honest broker. The U.S. needs to be an honest broker. The United States has never been an honest broker. It's never been a neutral arbiter in this dispute, okay? They've always been very pro-Israel. The U.S. Congress is basically, I used to call it the American Knesset because it's so pro-Israel. The Americans, as everybody knows, provides billions of dollars in aid to Israel. So the support for Israel for decades has been massive and unwavering, and the United States has never been an honest broker in this. They are very pro-Israel, and the Palestinians never really stood a chance. So this idea that the United States is an honest broker or has been an honest broker is laughable. It never has been, never will be. Israel is basically an American state. It's the 51st state. So there won't be a two-state solution. It's very unlikely to happen. Trump said in his speech today that it's time to rethink old assumptions. Well, here's some rethinking. Why not have one state, Israel and Palestine? Give Palestinians full civil and political rights. Now there's some new thinking. There's some bold thinking. If President Trump wants to be bold and different from his predecessors, as he always talks about, well, maybe there's something that maybe he should work on that, a one-state solution. Incorporate Israel and Palestine into one country. I know that's like a pipe dream. Probably not going to happen, certainly in my lifetime. But a two-state solution isn't going to happen either. So, and I believe in multi-ethnic states, and I think that the Palestinians and Israelis have so much in common. So, one-state solution, Israel and Palestine, and to give Palestinians full civil and political rights. That's what Trump should work on. Like I said, not likely to happen, but it's something to think about. But a two-state solution is not going to happen, and let's drop this illusion that the Americans are an honest broker here. So yeah, the decision on Jerusalem was stupid, but it's really not going to affect anything. Trump is right in a sense. It's just reflecting a reality. That is, Jerusalem is Israel's capital. Clearly, obviously, I totally understand Palestinians wanting East Jerusalem to be their capital. That's where the Temple Mount is. That's where that's where the holy sites are. And I've been to Jerusalem. This is a place sacred to three religions. So I've often believed that Jerusalem, the east part of Jerusalem, should be an international zone, an international zone run by the UN or something. It shouldn't be no country should claim the old city of Jerusalem. That should be internationalized. I've always thought of that. So, but anyways, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I don't think the Palestinians are going to get a state of their own. Look how difficult it is even for the Kurds to have their own state. So, yeah. It's time to start thinking a paradigm shift is needed, that's for certain. So, one-state solution. Palestine, Israel and Palestine. Full civil and political rights for Palestinians. That's what Trump should work on. Anyway, that's enough of that. Just a small local issue here. Transit. There's public transit is such a big issue in Toronto. It's in the paper every day, and we're transit expansion. In a couple of weeks, the new line will be going up to Vaughan. Massive new subway line. Massive subway extension of the Spadina subway line. We have new streetcars going in. All this is great, but the TTC and local transit authorities need to pay attention to small things, and in that small things, I mean making sure on the new streetcars in Toronto, the proof of payment machines rarely work, and if you want to get proof of payment on your when you're traveling the streetcar, you can't get it, and then you're subject to being accosted by one of these big burly security guards, what I sometimes refer to as the TTC Gestapo, because they're kind of nasty and they're very intimidating. Transfer machines often don't work in the subway stations. The new gates being installed often don't work. Very frustrating for people who want to use public transit and then face all these obstacles. This applies to the Viva in York Region as well, the York Region Transit System. Their buses, you have to have proof of payment, and often the machines don't work. So you got to get these small things fixed before you go on about massive expansion plans and downtown relief lines and all that. Get the small things working, and get more people. Get more. I don't like humans, but we need humans.
Don't say that.
I'm the type of guy who would like to just have the world run by robots, but unfortunately, robots just don't do the job sometimes. Automation fails. So you need more people. You need more personnel in the stations. You need to be able to get on a streetcar and pay a cash fare. You need to be able to have staff at all the subway entrances and exits so you can pay a cash fare. The TTC in particular is not making it easy for people to take public transit with all this automation. And I never thought the Presto thing was a great idea in the first place. Too complicated. Just go back to a basic monthly transit pass and cash fares and tokens. Anyways, the bottom line on that one is get the small things fixed on public transit so it makes it easier for transit users. Worry about the expansion plans later. Like getting the signals fixed on the subways, which is happening. I know it's a long process, but it's happening. So yes, stop the grand visionary transit plans and get the small things done. That's it. It's a very short video, so there you go. On the transit, get the small things done. On the Middle East peace, forget about a two-state solution. Have a one-state solution, Israel and Palestine. That's it. That's our video. Shortest video I've ever done.
Okay.